Hi, Hiram here. Yesterday I did an unboxing of this BatchStovez 22-ounce Ultralight Cook Pot. I just got this on eBay. I got a couple of questions from people, so I thought I'd try to answer them today. Also, I'm going to do a comparison boil test between the Heine Pot and the BatchStovez 22-ounce pot. But first, the questions. Pangeria12 asks, when you squeeze the pot, does it crush? What I'm asking, is it weak at all? Now, the Heine Pot is a little bit stronger, but it too, I don't know if we can see that, it bends in. The Foster's pot, forget it, man, that thing is like really flimsy. But people really like the Heine Pot because it had all these ridges and things on it to make it a little bit stronger. As far as this one, let me take the sleeve off here. Now, I'm sure I could crush it if I wanted to, but I mean, I'm pushing in on that fairly well, and it's not, I don't even see it flinching at all. Now, if I were to take it here and do it, I'd crush it. But here, no, nice and strong. DrunknShooter said, looks like a nice piece of kit, a little 2-gram weenie for me, but I like the look of it. I was kind of surprised. I'll put the weights and stuff down below, but just for a quick comparison, the Heine Pot, as it sets here, weighs 1.2 ounces or about 34.4 grams. That's what this weighs. Now, this says that it's supposed to be an ultralight. The weight on this with just the lid and the cup, not with the lip protector or the sleeve, the weight of these two things alone weighs 3.9 ounces, or like double the weight of that, or 87.5 grams, at least double. Then when you add this stuff on, the weight goes up to 3.64 ounces or 103.3 grams. Again, I'll put all that dimensions down below, along with the diameters and everything. So, if you compare it to the Heine Pot, this is definitely heavier. But if you compare it to something like my Boy Scout pot, this thing weighs 4.21 ounces or 119.3 grams. So in this case, this is lighter than this. Okay, next question. Oldtimer Lee said, at $20 plus, what's the advantage of using one of these over the traditional, for the lack of a better term, cooking pots? I don't know if he means something like this. The one sold at most stores and websites selling outdoor gear, or just using a DIY from a free or low-cost materials. For example, an unlined vegetable can opened with a side cutter. No disrespect intended towards BatchStovez or anybody else, just trying to learn. It all goes down to all goes down to what you want to do. A lot of people tend to like these skinny, tall type pots because then they can stick things inside of them. Like, for example, this is a clean canteen, 18 ounce. It'll fit in there with a little bit of extra room. So then this could all go into the sleeve. Well, not this sleeve, it's a little bit too small, but into another sleeve. So people tend to like the tall, skinny pots. I personally prefer the wider pots, something like this, because it absorbs more of the heat. But it's all of whatever you want to do, kind of a thing. Now, I'm not sure I understand how a lot of people are advocating these, although this isn't sold anymore, I think. But a lot of people were going for the beer pots and showing them. But for some reason, shouldn't get into this, but I get a bunch of people saying, why am I showing this? Because there's a plastic liner inside that could kill people. I don't know if it's just me that gets the complaints or what. But you get two classes here, people that love these and people that hate these. On something like this is aluminum, so the only fear you've got is the people that think that their brains are going to rot from cooking in aluminum. No, all depends on what you want. So I hope that answers the questions. What I want to do now is a comparison boil test between these two using ColoradoCamper's low pressure burner. This is one that was made so that the flames didn't shoot out and miss the pot. I did a test earlier like this with the 3/4 of an ounce of methanol. This is how it went. There we have 210, 211, 212 in 7 minutes 16 seconds. Okay, that was 2 cups of water starting at 60 degrees. Came to a full boil in 7 minutes 16 seconds. Let's see how long it takes for a run out here. Okay, there we're going, gone. Let's say at 8:52. Okay, now let's return to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, so that was 2 cups of water starting at 60 degrees, came to a boil in 7 minutes 16 seconds, and then ran out at 8:52. Now I used the 3/4 of a fluid ounce in this again. I tried using an ounce and it put it right up to the bottom of the holes, so that wasn't a safe thing, so I went back to the 3/4. What I'll do now is get my water prepped. One thing I should go back, one thing that I like about this, way over, say, the Heineken or the Foster's pot, is this. Now some people like this indenture in here, that they think it fits on the stoves better, but in my mind, trying to cook or get anything out of the bottom of this kind of pot is a real pain. This BatchStovez pot is flat on the inside and on the outside, so I mean that's going to be a joy working in through that. But that's one big thing. So let me get my water prepped here. Sorry, I kind of got off track there. Let me get my water prepped, my alcohol in the stove, and I'll be back for a quick test. Okay, I've got my water prepped, 2 cups of water. Now, this is the 22 fluid ounce, so the water only comes up to about here. I've got, just wanted to show you that. Got 3/4 of a fluid ounce of methanol in here. That's about 25 milliliters. Okay, there we got the Blossom. So 2 cups of water setting at 60 degrees. And let's see where this goes. Okay, there we are 2 minutes into the test. Temperature's fluctuating back. It was about 101 degrees Fahrenheit after 2 minutes. I think you can see that the flames are going up the side of the pot. I don't know if I said the dimensions, but I'll put them down below in the text. Now the thing is, with the flames going up the side of the pot, I think I said in another video that thermodynamics is not my forte. I leave that up to people like the Bebopper and stuff. But what I had always been taught was that heat radiates and that cold, ouch, like the water, sucks. So as this heat is coming up, no, that's me talking there, sorry. The heat coming up the side of the pot hits the cold pot area and gets sucked in. So it's not all wasted coming up the side. But, well, you know, we'll see what goes on from here. There we have 210, 211, 212 in 6 minutes 41 seconds. Okay, 2 cups of water starting at 60 degrees, came to a boil in 6 minutes 41 seconds. Let's see how long it takes for run out now. Okay, there we're going, gone, let's say at 7:45. Okay, so that was 2 cups of water starting at 60 degrees, came to a boil in 6 minutes 41 seconds, and then ran out at 7 minutes 45. Let me go to camera 1 again. So not bad. That came in a little bit quicker than the Heineken pot did. which isn't bad considering that this looks like a much heavier aluminum. I'm not sure what the gauge is, what gauge sheets he used. What he does is he takes aluminum and then goes through a process called spinning to form the cylinders. So I should look that up or ask him, the people that make this BatchStovez, what gauge that is, just for curiosity. But I did that. I left the lip band on, so really the heat doesn't get up that high. Just for comparisons again, 2 cups in that. In the Heine Pot took 7 minutes 16 seconds. This took 6 minutes 41 seconds, and then the run out's not important. With the GSI Minimalist that I used the other day, it took 6 minutes 14 seconds. Now the GSI, this is the GSI pot. Its diameter is a little bit larger, so that gives more surface for the flames to hit. See that? I don't know if you can see that. So that's why a little bit of difference there, but not a bad showing for a narrow pot. So I hope this helps the people that asked for this. I hope I answered the questions. I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.